Hey guys, welcome to Big Facts, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best WrestleMania main events ever. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get notified by our latest videos. Let's begin. The main event of WrestleMania is arguably the biggest match in professional wrestling that any individual could possibly have. It shows that the most famous wrestling promotion in the world sees someone as a star who can represent the company in the main attraction match at their marquee yearly event. Some of these matches have been all-time classics, while others haven't quite lived up to expectations. When looking at which main events have been the best in WrestleMania history, star ratings are a pretty good way to see which of those matches were of the highest quality over the years. Number 10. John Cena vs. Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 23, 4 stars. While Cena and Michaels would have better matches, this was still a very enjoyable WrestleMania main event which felt like a big-time singles match between two stars. Although Cena had won essentially every big match he'd had, Michaels managed to convince the crowd that he had a strong chance. This proved how good Cena can be as a wrestler, with plenty of great psychology, counters, and exchanges. With all this coupled with a hot crowd, Cena would end up retaining his WWE title over Mr. WrestleMania.
Cena wins to make this WrestleMania 23.
Number 9. Sasha Banks vs. Bianca Belair, WrestleMania 37 Night 1, 4 stars. The atmosphere around this match was stunning. The occasion of main eventing the first WrestleMania show that had fans back in attendance following the pandemic was special, especially with it being two black women for the first time ever. Even before the bell, both Belair and Banks shared a special moment as they each tried to stifle tears. Following that, the pair had a fluid and smooth contest, which had several big spots such as Belair carrying Banks into the ring with ease as the audience went crazy. Her victory capped off the show in a wonderful way. Number 8. Bret Hart vs. Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 12, 4.25 stars. This is a match which splits a lot of WWE fans in terms of how much of a classic it is. For Meltzer and his ratings, it is clear that he is perhaps conflicted too, with it not being too high or too low. Whilst it did drag in stages, Hart and Michaels managed to pace out a full 60 minutes in this Iron Man match so that the crowd were very into it by the end. It wasn't entirely perfect, but Michaels' first WWE Championship victory was a great moment. Number 7. Kurt Angle vs. Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania 19, 4.25 stars. Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar had a very physical main event, which involved a lot of suplexes, mat wrestling, and finisher exchanges, and whilst Lesnar's in-ring work has been criticized in more recent times, this was a good showcase of how well-rounded of a performer he is. The finishing sequence is what this match is mostly remembered for, with Lesnar botching a shooting star press and landing on his own head and neck, but that has only elevated the legacy of this match. Number 6. Edge vs. The Undertaker, WrestleMania 24, 4.25 stars. Going into this match, Undertaker had never lost at WrestleMania, but Edge had never lost to The Undertaker, with the story being that Edge had his number. This thread played through the entire match, as Edge had a counter for everything, to the point where Undertaker had to pull out the Hell's Gate to defeat him. The pair displayed wonderful chemistry in a match which could probably have gone on for even longer, although it could be argued that the length ensured that the match didn't outstay its welcome. Number 5. Roman Reigns vs. Daniel Bryan vs. Edge, WrestleMania 37 Night 2, 4.5 stars. On the second night of WWE's return to a live crowd, three men who all went through almost career-ending experiences battled in one hell of a triple threat match. It was high-paced, very physical, and it closed the show in the perfect way. Reigns' stock rose exponentially as he decisively defeated Edge and Daniel Bryan with ease, pinning both men at the same time to retain his Universal Championship.
Covered by Reigns. Reigns pins both men. And still, the Universal. Our head of the history-making 2 nights.
Number 4. Randy Orton vs. Daniel Bryan vs. Bautista, WrestleMania 30, 4.5 stars. Earlier in the night, Daniel Bryan defeated Triple H to earn a spot in the main event, where he would battle 2 more members of the legendary Evolution faction, coming out on top in one of the most incredible WrestleMania title wins in history. The match itself was set out very well, with Bryan getting moments to explode into life, but being put down again and again, fighting through all the injuries he'd received over the last few months, and earlier in the night too. Bautista and Randy Orton were the perfect foes, putting over Bryan in the biggest way possible. Number 3. Brock Lesnar vs. Roman Reigns vs. Seth Rollins, WrestleMania 31, 4.5 stars. Although there were matches in the years since haven't been perfect, this match between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns was a spectacle. It felt like an authentic and violent battle. To elevate it further, Seth Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank contract in a sensational moment, winning the WWE Championship and standing tall to end one of the most shocking main events of all time. Number 2. The Rock vs. Steve Austin, WrestleMania 17, 4.5 stars. When it comes to Attitude Era main events, this is an example of how to produce one perfectly. It was wild, chaotic, and full of brawling rather than liquid in-ring action, although this had some moments too. The finish of this match saw Steve Austin turn heel and align with his biggest rival, Mr. McMahon, in a truly shocking conclusion, winning the WWE Championship from The Rock. Number 1. The Undertaker vs. Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 26, 4.75 stars. Following their all-time classic the year prior, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels went head-to-head again, this time with Michaels' career on the line. This made for a more intense and urgent pace to the match, as opposed to the previous year, which was more technical and smoother. They each threw everything they had at each other until Michaels couldn't go on much further, slapping his opponent in an act of defiance, before receiving one of the most impactful tombstone piledrivers ever. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get notified by our latest videos.